Yo, look what the fuck my mama did to my room. This is toxic and she needs help. Like, she needs help. Like, I gotta get out of Get out! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!
Get out! You ain't got nowhere to go. I'm straight, bro. You was a mistake.
Just want to start off by saying this. For any woman out there listening to this video, and for any young woman out there listening to this video, I am deeply sorry if you have ever had to deal with a mother such as this. This mother decided to wreck her daughter's room, cuss her daughter out, and then look her dead in the face and tell her, you were a mistake. I can't even imagine what this young girl feels like. Hearing the person who gave birth to her, the person who carried her, the person who clothed her, do something like this. I'm not sure what the full details of their relationship directly is, but I'm guessing that it's nothing good or anything positive at all. And I try to highlight these issues in hopes that other people out there can potentially see things that are happening or that they're unaware of, and hopefully correct these things, or hopefully help somebody who may be going through something like this. No child ever should have to deal with something like this coming by way of somebody that is supposed to love, nurture, value, teach, and carry them through the young portions of their lives to the point where they themselves are able to walk and go out into the world and become a full-fledged, self-sufficient adult. I'm not even this young girl, and having to play this back and edit the words directly out and just hearing the young girl, hearing her scream and hearing the pain and the agony that is there, hearing how distraught she is, and listening to the not care attitude of the mother and the fact that she can see and realize what it is that her daughter is feeling, but she has no heart for anything that her daughter is audibly saying directly to her by way of the yelling and the screaming. That's horrible. That is 100% horrible. And I say time and time again that there are situations that men can handle and situations that women specifically can handle, and they're more equipped to handle. This is one of those situations that I talk about so many times on this platform, where I would hope that women would see things like this and decide to band together in order to protect the young girls and young women out here who face such treatment like this by women of their own families, their own mothers. Because things like this will start to deteriorate the fabric of a person. How it is that a person will socialize and look at another individual who is reflective of them. Because the same hurt that is being given to this young girl that's being delivered, sooner or later, that young girl is going to deliver that same hurt to somebody else, or she may even develop to the point where she will deliver the same hurt to her own children. What you're looking at is the potentiality of a chain being made and fractured links being connected and potentially making a whole chain, which means that you can see where the curse is starting. You can see where the curse is going. Now where the curse is going, there is a potentiality that it could deviate and not happen the same way that we saw it in the video, or there's a potentiality that it can happen in the same way that we saw it in the video by way of her own children, and it can be even worse. Because in a lot of instances, a lot of people don't know how to deal, right? There's a difference between dealing and coping. There's a difference between coping and dealing. And usually people try to cope with certain situations because of how hurtful, how painful it is. For example, certain adults, they like to use a coping mechanism such as alcohol or drugs. When it's young people directly out here, they will use their bodies. They will use alcohol. They will use drugs. They will try to mask or hide this by way of negative types of behavior because they are seeking a type of help, or they want a certain type of love or attention that they cannot specifically get from home. And obviously this young girl is not getting the love that she is looking for at home, which means that outside of the home, she is going to go seeking for love, dedication, time, value, and respect by means of other methods, such as young guys who don't mean her, young guys who are going to end up getting her pregnant and leaving her several times over. She's going to do the exact same thing by looking for love, support, and attention from the wrong types of girls that she will decide to befriend and hang out with, going to different parties, acting all different types of ways that she should not be acting. And again, this is not giving an excuse, but if she is going to act a certain type of way, it's going to be more than likely reflective of what the home life is. It's going to be reflective of that ecosystem, what it is that she was indoctrinated directly into. And you can see by the way of the mother's teaching that it's nothing good at all. And if there is no man in that household or no man around that mother, you can tell by the attitude why it is that no man is there. The man probably lasted long enough to just be there for a stint, and then he was like, that's it, you crazy, I can't do this. Like I said, I'm deeply sorry for any woman or young woman out there that has had to deal with a mother like this. I wish that there was something that I could do to alleviate the situation, to help fix this situation. I'm not sure as a man that there's anything that I could do. This is when I have to admit that this is something that I myself am not built for. So you would need somebody that is better and more well equipped, which would be women, in order to deal with and fix these types of situations. Again, I point out these situations not to bash women, but to hopefully give a corrective critique so that we can all learn from these situations and we can channel the proper energy so that these situations don't happen or no longer exist, so that these kids can benefit from having a happy, healthy relationship with their parents and a home life. Because at the end of the day, whatever a kid has to face and deal with at home, they're going to have us, the outside world, face and deal with those situations by way of their point of view and the things that they decide to do, because they aren't being protected at home by anybody. Yeah. So again, I'm sorry if you've actually had to face this. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that was stated in this video in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.